sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Detroit Lions. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the 29, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Boswell go with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
McDonald. Open man is Quintez Cephas. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's McDonald. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now a first down carry for Harris. Room here to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. They run with Harris. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Derek Barnes in on the stop. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's Watson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second? And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's McDonald to throw. Flush to it, and the pressure gets to him again. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. 20, 10, and into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now it's Watson. It's brought in by Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And you can bet they're going to lean on him quite a bit, obviously. They did last week. It was over 100 yards also. AFC Player of the Week is announced Wednesday.
And until they take that away, I would continue to lean on him. Try and have another award for him, one in this game. But when you look back at last week, and you saw how he was able to find holes in the defense, but it's also the run after the catch. That's what made it impressive.
(10-7) our score after one right here on EA Sports. Now Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Harris. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Watson now to throw. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they make...
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Robert Spillane.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
Throwing after the interception. McDonald.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 2nd and 14. McDonald sets to throw. Got this complete to Racey McMath. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. A gain of 6 there on first.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
Out of the gun, McDonald.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Throwing is McDonald.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, McDonald. Flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McDonald. Steps away to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you...
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Julian Okwara
coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
They hand this off to Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
To throw is Watson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. On first down, it's Harris. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Watson. He gets it complete to Harris. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On fourth down, the rookie Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers.
As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7, and he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, McDonald. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st down, McDonald.
Open man is McMath.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Looking to throw. McDonald escaping the pressure right. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that trims the lead down to 9.
Lions 14. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
He finds his man complete. That's Harris. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Will Harris. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys! Bring it up!
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald going up top. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now here's a throw that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. From the gun, McDonald. Buying time to his left. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off of play action, it's Watson. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Watson on first down.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Watson now going to run the option right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Back to throw, Watson. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And now the Steeler offense staying out there. And they'll go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure they have someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
From the gun, it's McDonald.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
McDonald.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Watson. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From the 50, it's Watson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And it's taken in at the 9. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Lions will take over.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
A gain of 6 there on first.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Olivier Vernon picks up his second sack of the afternoon. The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here's McDonald to throw. That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, McDonald forced out to his left, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Back to throw. McDonald. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. Touchdown. Deontay Johnson His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
McCann's got it teed up.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
So still 14 yards to go, second down.
Here we go. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Switch gears. Alert.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Mike 29. Watch the run.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Eluding the pressure right.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Elsewhere, they're into the fourth at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And the Colts have opened it up a bit, leading by 2 scores. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
McDonald sets to throw.
He's going to let it fly. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Being chased out left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. On third down, McDonald now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They'll run on first down. Harris. And some space here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run. Here's Harris. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Throwing now, Watson. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Steelers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Throwing is McDonald. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Out of the gun, McDonald. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McDonald. He gets this complete to Cephas. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for Pittsburgh, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.